Hey guys, I want to do a story time today. Today's my mom's birthday, and so it's had me thinking about her. So happy birthday to my mama. I'm not sure if she watches or not, but if she does, happy birthday. But in thinking about her today, it just kind of got me thinking about some, stories with her. And this one came to mind, so I'm going to tell it today. And so this is a story about me being attacked by a snake. We grew up in a tiny town in Arkansas. I have 3 brothers, 1 older and 2 younger. And we had all moved from the area where we grew up, but my mom still lived there. So when my dad passed away several years ago, the opportunity came up. The house across the street from my brother came up for sale, and so she took that opportunity to move and be closer to one of us. So she moved in across the street from him. Now, when I say street, it's the country. She lives on one side of the road. He lives on the other. And it's so far apart, I don't even think they can see each other's houses. I mean, there's some trees in the way, so they can't actually see each other's houses. But they're neighbors, and that's the way it is, where we're from. You have a neighbor, but their house is way over there. It's not like in a city where you're, like where I live now, and there's houses right next door. But anyway, she had bought this house, and it was a really nice house, but it needed some changes made for her. So we were all up there looking at it to see what we were going to do for her. And my husband came in, and I could tell he was trying to get my attention, but nobody else's. And I thought, what in the world is going on? So I got up to go see what he wanted. He said, come here, I want to show you something. And I thought, okay. So we go outside, and he said, come and tell me what you think. Come tell me what you see, I think is what he said. Well, y'all, there was this birdhouse. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I'll try to find a picture and insert it to kind of show you what I'm talking about. It's a birdhouse, but it's at the top of this really tall, little skinny piece of metal pole. It's slick, And so he said, tell me what you see up there. Well, I looked up there, and I was like, I don't see anything, because it's a long way off the ground. He said, no, just keep looking, tell me what you see. So I was looking. I was like, give me a hint. He goes, no, just look and tell me what you see. So I'm looking, and then I was like, is that what I think that is? Is that what I think that is? And he said, yes, that's a snake.
Snake.
Y'all, there was a snake up in that birdhouse. I lose my shit. Oh my, I don't know why, because he was out there. He could have been on the ground. He could have been anywhere. But now that I know that he's in that birdhouse, for one, I'm going, oh my God, that snake climbed this little slick pole. What? I had no clue they could do that. And I'm scared of them, y'all. I'm not even lying. Because if you come close to me, one of us is going to have to die. And I'm not ready to go. So don't come over here by me, and I won't mess with you. But anyway, I go in the house. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all got to come see this. Y'all got to come see this. So we all get outside. And we cannot believe that snake is up in that birdhouse. So my brother goes over to his house. He has like a handgun. So he goes over there to get that. And we decide, like, it's 2 poles, and you can pull them apart. So we decide we're going to take the birdhouse and lay it down on the ground and just like let the snake go or whatever. I don't know what we were thinking. So anyway, the bird decides he's not ready to come out. He's good. He said, I'm good. I'm gonna stay right here. So my brother shot into the birdhouse. Y'all, it pissed that snake off. He wasn't like trying to get away, because I don't think I'm pretty sure he didn't shoot the snake the first time. He was just shooting to try to scare the snake, to make the snake get out of the birdhouse. Y'all, the little hole, like where the bird goes in, that snake shoots straight up out of that hole. He's pissed totally off. He comes out, and he heads straight for my brother. Well, like for us, I'm thinking all of us, but it was kind of my brother. And I'm screaming bloody murder. I'm not even lying. My throat hurt when all this was said and done, because I had screamed so hard. But anyway, the snake's coming at my brother. So he shoots him. And you can see that he shoots him because, you see it hit the snake. Oh, now the snake's just 10 times more pissed off. He's like, my brother's running backwards, shooting like I can't even tell how many times he shot. He shot and shot and shot. And you could see some of the times he's hitting the snake. Sometimes he wasn't hitting the snake. Y'all, I'm screaming bloody murder. I don't know. I have no idea what anybody else is doing. I just know what I'm doing. So finally, I don't know how long this took to happen. It probably happened in like maybe a minute. But it felt like 3 hours of slow motion going on. That's what it felt like. So when the snake finally dies, my brother turns around to look for me. He's like, "Are you okay?" Because, y'all, I can't even tell you how bad I'm screaming. You would have thought he was trying to kill me and I was trying to get away from him. He said, y'all, and I don't know when this happened, there was a golf cart sitting there. And you know what a golf cart looks like? There's a little car part and then there's the hood or top or whatever you want to call it. At some point during all that, I got on top of the golf cart. Not in the little car. I was up on the roof of the golf cart screaming my guts out. My brother was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, oh, I don't know. I think I'm going to die. Oh, my God. He said, "I'm going to have to go in there now and call all the neighbors and tell them I wasn't trying to murder some woman up here." He said, I know they heard the gun going off and you screaming bloody murder. They're thinking I'm trying to murder somebody up here. So, and he really did go call the neighbors to say, I didn't kill somebody up here. That was my crazy sister. Anyway, that was that snake trying to attack me. Y'all, I took that personal. He was trying to attack me. That wasn't even all of it, y'all. After it was over with, you could see the snake had a big lump in his stomach. We knew what that was. And my kids have always been really curious. Well, my daughter takes and mashes the snake, like mashes that lump, like that, until it comes out the snake's mouth. It was a bird. Yeah, that's disgusting. I know that's nature and all that, but that's just disgusting. Yeah, that's that one snake story. I have another snake story. And this one truly did try to attack me. Y'all, I hate snakes. Let me just say, I hate snakes. Well, let me set this up for you. My best friend on the planet is in Arkansas, where we're from, and she had a baby, and we had our babies at the same hospital. Well, she had a baby, and her last baby, and all of her joints she came home and she couldn't hardly move because her joints hurt so bad. Well, it was, it's scary and you have no idea what's going on. So she went and had all kinds of testing done. I think they tested her for lupus, and they just couldn't imagine what was going on. And they never found what was going on. We don't know what was wrong. Well, 6 months later, I go to that same hospital to have Clay. I come home, y'all, with the same, my joints were killing me. I mean, I couldn't even hardly move. I couldn't even get up to get Clay to nurse him. My husband would have to get him and bring him to me because everything hurt so bad. Well, my mom has severe rheumatoid arthritis, and I thought, oh, please don't let this be fixing to sit in for me. So I went and had that test done, and they said, nope, at this time you're negative. So we have no idea what we had, but we know we got something from the hospital when we went there to have babies. Anyway, now, so that's where we are. I am here with this brand new baby. I can hardly move. Everything hurts. Y'all, my oldest child comes screaming in the house, "Mom, a snake! Mom, a snake! Mom, a snake!" And I thought, oh no, please no. I can't hardly move. Please. Anyway, so I think, I can't have this snake in the yard with my kids. So I thought if I go out there and just scare the snake off, we'll both be happy. The snake will be happy and I'll be happy. So I go out there and I find a tomato cage, those wire things that you put around a tomato for it to grow in. And I think, well, I'll throw this tomato cage over there and scare this snake, and he'll leave. This must have been, these two snakes must have been kin to one another. I have no idea. A snake, to me, is a deadly snake. I don't care what you look like, what color you are. You're all deadly to me. Y'all, I threw this tomato cage at that snake thinking he'd go, oh, Lord, let me get out of here. No. That snake stood his body up like it was unreal. Like there was like just a little bit of his body left on the ground, and most of his body is standing up in the air, and it's all zigzaggy. And I'm like, oh shit, what have I done? No, I pissed the snake off. He's not leaving. He's like, oh, heifer, you done it now. Here comes the snake. And I'm like, oh my God. So I start screaming for my daughter to get me the hoe, get me the hoe, get me the hoe. So she comes running with the hoe. And I think, what am I going to do? I can't hardly move. What am I going to do? Hopefully, I'm going to at least keep him from killing me, you know. I don't know. So he gets over there, and everything's hurting. Like, you know, I'm hurting. So when I try to hit at him, I don't hit him very hard. I piss him off a little bit more. Y'all, I'm holding the hoe like this. That snake curls his body like he's coming like this up that hoe handle at me. And I'm like, oh no, it's on now. I'm just going to have to work through the pain. Y'all, I took that hoe, and I went to town on that snake. I can only imagine what I must have looked like, because a diesel truck came, the road was, you know, out there. Here comes a diesel truck. Well, he starts laying down, honking on his horn, because I know I must have been one crazy sight out there karate chopping that snake with that hoe. But I killed him. I was like, not today, snake. Not today. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? And that's not even the end of that snake story, y'all. I mean, it was done attacking me, though. Well, we had a neighbor. I took the snake and threw it in the cornfield behind our house. The neighbors up the way had a dog. Well, he comes and digs the snake up and drops him at my door. And I thought, oh, my God. So my middle daughter was not scared of anything. She wasn't scared of me. She wasn't scared. She was just not scared of anything. And I thought that was kind of dangerous, because, you know, I didn't want her touching something or picking something up that would hurt her. You know, I wanted her to be scared of some stuff. Well, I thankfully had seen the snake before they did. You know, there's this bloody snake laying there on the sidewalk at the door. Here's what I think I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to scoop this snake up, and I'm going to go throw it in the cornfield before the kids ever see me. Well, of course, me going outside got their attention, and I had scooped it up onto the shovel. And, of course, they're at the door. What have you got, Mom? What have you got? What have you got? What have you got? What have you got? And she said, you know, I want to see, Mom. I want to see. And I thought to myself, I'll turn around, like, really fast and go, rawr, like, and scare her with the snake. So that's what I do. I wheel around real fast and went, ooh, it's a snake. It'll get you. You know what she said? Oh, let me hold he. Y'all, she wasn't scared of nothing. So I go and I bury the snake in the cornfield, thinking, you know, I'm good now. No, y'all, it rains that night, and I'm laying there sound asleep in the early hours of the next morning, however you want to say that. Anyway, and I'm going, I can taste, like, it's a smell in the air, but it's so strong I can taste it in my mouth. I was like, what is that smell? That dog had gone and dug up that rotten snake and came and dropped it at, like, it was a glass patio door right there, like where my bed was. And that snake was putting off a stench like you cannot imagine. Y'all, snakes just have it in for me one way or the other. They just got it in for me. They attack me from all angles. Anyway, guys, that's my snake stories. I would love to hear any snake stories you might have, because I mean, I can read them, but I don't want to be nowhere near a snake. But I'm sure y'all probably got some funny ones too. So share them with me if you don't mind. I would love to read them. I'll see you in the next story time. Bye, guys.